Hello, and welcome to something a little bit different. So, I am trying something a little bit different here. I am in a couple things called Pokemon Draft Leagues, where you draft a set of Pokemon from a predetermined pool and go through a bunch of battles with them. This one is for a league called the DDL, or the Duplex Doubles League. I am Ben, coach of the NorCal Knockdowns, one of the two teams I tend to run in leagues with, and this is my first battle of this league. It's a doubles monotype, so everybody was assigned a type, and everybody had a chance to re-roll them, and we all ended up with certain types. Myself ending up with Poison, and my opponent for week 1 ending up with Steel. So I would have recorded my live battle, but I'm moron, I forgot, so I'm gonna try some post-commentary here. Anyways, let me quickly go over the team before I start the battle. First off, I have Salazzle. This is the Pokemon that I was going to bring no matter what. It is a Fire type against a Steel, and they didn't have Heatran because it was drafted before them. Onward. Salazzle is Choice Specs with max Special Attack and Speed, Modest, and it is basically going to kill everything on their team if I'm allowed to. Second here. Next up, we have Nidoking, Shukaberry, so I'm going to take a high horsepower from Excadrill and Live. And I am Protect, Sucker Punch, Earth Power, and Flamethrower. Earth Power hits everything except Corviknight, which is what Flamethrower is for. I could have run Thunderbolt, but just in case they doubled between Excadrill and Corviknight, I wanted to be able to hit both super effectively. Not a huge deal. Sucker Punch is for Jirachi specifically, and picking off weakened targets who try to priority me. Salazzle's 4 moves, I never mentioned them, are all fire moves. Heat Wave, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Overheat. I have no reason to run anything else. Max Speed, Max Special Attack with a Naive Nature on Nidoking, so I don't weaken Sucker Punch. I'm trying to outspeed everything here if I can. Toxicroak. This is the Pokemon I wasn't sure about the most. Life Orb, Jolly Max Attack, Max Speed. I probably should have sped crept a bunch of things, but I just forgot to. Fake Out, Drain Punch, Protect, Sucker Punch. It's my one Fake Out user on the team. I have Salazzle, but I'm running Specs on that, so this is my Fake Out support here. Sucker Punch is going to help against Jirachi. Drain Punch hits everything except Corviknight super effectively, yada yada yada. I'm running Anticipation because Poison Touch won't do anything and neither will Dry Skin. I have no reason not to, I guess. Crobat is probably the most interesting set here. I am running Max Special Attack, Max Speed, Modest Nature. And you may be wondering, why are you bringing Crobat to Mono Steel? Well, for one, it learns Heat Wave, and 2, I'm running Tailwind, Nasty Plot, Heat Wave, and Sunny Day with a Focus Sash and Inner Focus is my ability, so I don't get flinched by Jirachi Zen Headbutt. After a Nasty Plot with Sun Up, Heat Wave does work against this team. It does a lot. It 2-hit KOs or 1-hit KOs everything with Sun and Heat Wave up, and Nasty Plot, excuse me. Next we have Amoonguss. I didn't realize it until later, but I definitely messed up the EV spread on this one. This should be physically defensive. Unfortunately, it's specially defensive. Oops. Rocky Helmet, Effect Spore to punish Melmetal's Double Iron Bash, Spore, Rage Powder, Stomping Tantrum, and Protect. This is basically pure support, and Stomping Tantrum is the only move it really has to hit things. Of note, by the way, Sleep Claws does not exist in doubles in the league, especially for doubles, so I can Spore multiple Pokemon even if Effect Spore has triggered. And finally, we have Drapion, Choice Scarf with Knockoff, Sunny Day, Fire Fang, and Stomping Tantrum. I'm mostly going to be clicking Knockoff, but in a pinch, I can click Scarf Sunny Day and then go in with Crobat or Salazzle. So, let's see how this went. Oops, let me try that again. I forgot to turn up the music here. Whoops. Anyway, let's try this again. So, they lead with they end up leading with Melmetal and Corviknight, and I'm like, okay, this is fine. I actually don't care about this. So I lead with Nidoking and Amoonguss, so I'm going to go for Earth Power onto the Melmetal, and immediately I'm like, uh-oh, that didn't do anything. Now, I know I'm not Life Orb, so I'm not going to be OHKOing this anytime soon, but that did nothing. That did 56% when I am attacking its weaker defensive stat, and it's super effective, and I'm sheer force. It ends up the Melmetal's Assault Vest, but man, I'm like, uh-oh, that's bad. And then I get immediately very lucky. So the Corviknight goes for Light Screen, which I didn't know it could get. And Melmetal and Amoonguss's Effect Spore triggers and puts the Melmetal to sleep. So that's fantastic for me. I went for Spore on it, assuming I was physically defensive when I would have lived if it wasn't choice banded. I was Spadef, so I got a little bit lucky here. If I had actually double-checked my prep properly and I had physical Fizdef, it wouldn't have mattered as much. But we're alive, so that's what matters here. And now, basically, things don't go well for my opponent. I go for Earth Power again, and I get an immediate crit on the Aegislash, which sucks. So I got real lucky these first 2 turns. Unfortunately for me, this is where things would have gone badly if I wasn't Shookaberry. So I Earth Power into the Excadrill, live the high horsepower, and Tailwind goes up. So I'm like, okay, well this could be annoying. But I still have Sucker Punch on Nidoking to help me pick off the Excadrill, which won't get weakened by Light Screen. Fun fact, did you know that Corviknight gets both Light Screen and Reflect? I didn't. So that's news to me. I looked at the movesets beforehand when I was doing my prep for the battle, and I just completely missed that, so that's on me. Either way, I went for Spore on Corviknight this turn, because if I die to Drill Peck, I die to Drill Peck. It's not the end of the world. And frankly, I didn't need Amoonguss at this point, because I have Salazzle in the back, which outspeeds everything, as I found out later. Anyways, this turn, I think I went for the Sucker onto Excadrill, and I went for Rage Powder, just to be safe. Yeah, I went for a Rage Powder to try and protect myself against Excadrill as a high horsepower. Here I go for the double protect because I know Berserker's going to go for the fake out and pick off my Nidoking. So I'm just double protecting to burn off the Light Screen turn and I'll save myself there. Excadrill's going to go down to the Rocky Helmet here from Amoonguss, and then this is going to have a Sash and pick off my Nidoking finally. So basically just everything except the Berserker goes down here. Now here's where I'm going to go for fake out with my Toxicroak into the Jirachi. I assume this thing is Choice Scarf. It ends up not being Choice Scarf, but I assume this thing is Choice Scarf, and I'm like, okay, how do I lose this game? I lose this game by losing Salazzle, and Crobat can't do the rest by itself. Me conveniently forgetting that both Corviknights and Melmetal are both asleep right now. But just to make sure I have the highest chance of winning, I'm going to fake out into this and go for the Heat Wave. Fortunately for me, the Berserker goes for Protect, so I don't get the kill there. But that is the power of Modest Heat Wave, and also that should tell you that Jirachi is running some form of bulk, because that did not kill. I want to say max special attack, max versus no defensive investment on Jirachi just dies. But don't quote me on that. I actually haven't checked the calculator lately. Either way, now at this point, I just spam Heat Wave and win the game. Assuming I don't miss, obviously. Everything's going to die to 1 or 2 Heat Waves now. So, either way, that was my first week. I'm not sure how well this... I switched into Crobat here just to ensure that I don't get any nonsense. Like, I think Corviknight had burned a sleep turn. I wasn't sure if Corviknight had burned a sleep turn or not. I could have checked that. And just to make sure I didn't have any nonsense happen here. Yeah, just paranoia mostly. Anyways, Toxicroak picks up the last kill, and that's my first week of the DDL. Next week, I am going up against, I believe, Mono Fighting. So that's going to be interesting, and hopefully I'll actually have a live battle recording for you all that week. And hopefully I don't forget to record it. Oops. I'll also probably have a separate video for the team build, but I'll see how I want to do that. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.